31. They sat together in near darkness as Ningning lifted the lid off the teapot. A fragrant aroma greeted her nostrils. The tea was ready. She picked up the pot with a towel and presented it to Grandpa. Grandpa's hands shook as he took it. "It's hot." Grandpa took sips slowly and noisily directly from the pot. "It's so good," he said. "Warms me up so." Grandpa took another sip, like a kid that hadn't been fed for days. He sipped again. A few drops dribbled down his chin. "Should I add more hot water?" "Not yet. Don't want to be too greedy. Greed will only lead to misery." "Are you feeling any better?" "Yes, so much better." Grandpa breathed deeply. The hot, fragrant tea was working, Ningning thought. If only she could have done this sooner. But lighting the fire would have been too risky. "You would make a good nurse," Grandpa said. The teapot quivered in his hands, but he held it steady and took another sip. "Aren't I a good nurse already?" Yes, you're the best nurse." "I want to be a teacher," said Ningning. "Teaching," Grandpa repeated the word slowly, savoring its meaning. "The Jings, have always been teachers of a sort. Not exactly like the school teachers today, more like private tutors." "You told me before." "Did I? And you said it was the noblest of professions." "It's true." "And Confucius was a teacher, and so was Mencius. And who else?" "Zhuangzi," said Grandpa. "That's right. He was a sage." Grandpa paused for a few moments, then spoke. "It's enough tea for me now. Let's take care of the stove." Guided by the glowing light of the stove, Ningning felt her way to the kitchen, opened the stove's vent door, and looked inside. Flames no longer rose up to lick the kettle. Only a few embers still glowed warmly. She closed the door and tiptoed back to the darkened bedroom. She felt her way to the coffin and climbed inside. As her eyes adjusted to the darkness, she could see Grandpa in bed, the beads moving through his quivering fingers. Slowly, she drifted off to sleep.